All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live here. We're transmitting over the AM and FM dial, global shortwave, the internet, satellite, and, of course, over prisonplanet.tv now for the next 2 hours. We're getting connected up with him in Europe. Michael Tsarion, very interesting guest. We never had him on before, but I'm familiar with his work. And I'll say this. I'm going as far with him as I can. You know, he's a character a lot like, David Icke, in that he's alternative in his, views from kind of the mainstream of alternative media and research. But I think it's important work he's done and interesting and thought-provoking. I know this, what he's discovered about the elite, what the elite believe about themselves, what their mindset is very, very accurate from my own research of what they believe about themselves. Now, is it real? Or ghosts and goblins and all this real? The point is, the elite believe that they are channeling entities. They are into the occult. They do engage in Satanism and occultism. There are secret societies running our world. There is a new world order. And so as soon as we get him on the line, we'll bring him up after the break. Some of the other news that we've been covering today, for those that just joined us, is the fact that the U.S. private central bank, the Federal Reserve, has pledged unlimited dollars. Unlimited dollars. Now, for a new dollar to be created, a debt is created, a dollar of debt that taxpayers have to pay back. So foreign banks, foreign corporations, foreign insurance companies are being flooded. We keep talking about hyperinflation. This is mega hyperinflation. This is intensified hyperinflation. This is, every day, it's not trillions, it's the hundreds of trillions they're talking about globally flooding the planet with U.S. dollars and U.S.-backed government securities. And ladies and gentlemen, to pay those securities when they come due, the tax man comes a knocking at your door. So not only have these foreign international banks set up a system where they AAA rated junk or credit card debt, housing debt, and then sold the debt into the market as a premium investment. Most of it international. The media is blaming it on the American people. We're certainly suckers, but a small part of it. And then now we're going to have to pay back all of this through income tax, and they're going to double taxes with hyperinflation, devaluing the currency. And I know I keep talking about that because this is the end of the economy as we know it. This will be just so devastating, it is hard to even imagine. Iceland, their money's being devalued very quickly. Their grocery stores have seen double the volume of shoppers as their banks collapse and as they may not, quote, be able to buy more food. That is out of the Associated Press and Bloomberg today. And the globalists, the New World Order crowd, did the same thing in Argentina. But I challenge you to go read the story. I have a link to it up on prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com. Icelandic shoppers splurge as currency woes reduce food imports. After a 4-year spending spree, Icelanders are flooding the supermarkets one last time, stocking up on food as the collapse of the banking system threatens to cut the island off from imports. And food and things are exploding in price in England and Japan. Islands are particularly hard hit. We have had crazy days for a week now, said Johan Samari Olfenson, manager of the bonus discount grocery store. Sales have doubled, and it goes into the currency plunging, the banks shutting down, and that's going to happen here, but in slower motion. So the banks are shoring themselves up, so they're strong to buy everything up after they implode the markets. That's why you saw the financial terrorism of the world's leaders saying depression, depression, depression in the last 3 weeks. That is to drive markets down so they can destroy confidence and consolidate.
Lead from solder and copper pipes, mercury from fish, dental fillings, vaccines, arsenic.
Discount grocery store. Sales have doubled, and it goes into the currency plunging, the banks shutting down, and that's going to happen here, but in slower motion. So the banks are shoring themselves up, so they're strong to buy everything up after they implode the markets. That's why you saw the financial terrorism of the world's leaders saying depression, depression, depression in the last 3 weeks. That is to drive markets down so they can destroy confidence and consolidate.
Lead from solder and copper pipes, mercury from fish, dental fillings, vaccines, arsenic in the water. These heavy metal toxins are difficult or even impossible to avoid. Even trace amounts of these heavy metals over time can impact your health. Many health problems have been suggested as being related to this heavy metal exposure, including memory loss, high blood pressure, depression, mood swings, speech disorders, neuropathy, autoimmune diseases, chronic fatigue, and more. Unfortunately, traditional detoxifying isn't able to clear the body of these harmful and potentially deadly toxins. That's why there's PuraClear from Ripple Creek. PuraClear contains a proprietary blend of ingredients, including a cilantro extract and alpha-lipoic acid, among other ingredients formulated specifically to promote body cleansing. PuraClear also has ingredients selected to promote improved circulation to enhance activity, so that heavy metals may be more effectively captured and removed from the body. Order PuraClear now by calling Ripple Creek at 203-331-0363 or go to ripplecreek.com.
Our beloved republic is on her knees. The forces of globalism are destroying national sovereignty worldwide. But in liberty's darkest hour, there is hope. For the first time in modern history, the people are beginning to wake up. It is essential that patriots worldwide accelerate their fellow man's understanding of the New World Order master plan. We have a short time frame to fully awaken and energize the people to meet this threat. In the info war, PrisonPlanet.tv is a powerful weapon in the battle to regain our freedom. PrisonPlanet.tv is a vault of forbidden information. All 18 of my documentary films can be downloaded or streamed in super high quality directly to your computer or iPhone and shared with others. Thousands of special video reports, from tainted vaccines to martial law, can be found in this online video library. My weekly news television broadcast, thousands of exclusive audio interviews, and so much more. The InfoWar is waiting for you to set it free. Join PrisonPlanet.tv. Burn the info bombs to disk. Put them on the file sharing networks. Bring down the New World Order. PrisonPlanet.tv.
Would you like to know how you can use water as fuel and laugh at the rising price of gas? Then keep listening for a very special offer. GasFreedom.info has the information you need to learn about the newest hydrogen technology available. Gas Freedom is an affordable, practical, free energy device. It uses electricity from your car's battery to separate water into a gas called HHO. HHO, also called Brown's gas, burns efficiently and provides the energy your car needs. In just 10 minutes, you'll discover exactly how this is possible. This is the secret the oil companies don't want you to know. Learn how easy it is to extract.
All right, Alex.
Yeah, John, we're on air right now. What's up?
Hydrogen cells available. Visit gasfreedom.info.
All right, our guest is in Europe right now. He was born in Ireland, and he has made a lot of films, written quite a few books, very prolific. And we've had a lot of listeners request that we have him on. I want to really get him to talk about the nature of his awakening, and then I wanted to just get into what we can prove with Michael Tsarion today about what the elite believe, and from his in-depth research, he's done a lot of great research, who the global elite are, what their driving mindset is. We know they have a kingdom of cults, a hierarchical pyramidal structure of power. But, who is at the top of that pyramid, and from his unique perspective, what their agenda is. So we're really honored to have Michael Tsarion on with us for the next hour and 50 minutes. Michael, welcome.
Oh, thanks a lot, Alex. It's nice to be on. Thanks for the invitation.
You bet. It's great.
I'm a big supporter of your work. Followed it from the beginning, and just want to offer you my, total congratulations, not only on your work, but the gutsy way that you've been doing it. And I just want to say to all your listeners out there, if we had more people like you and as gutsy as you to back up what you're talking about with action, we wouldn't be in the mess in America that, we are today. So I give you a lot of kudos for what you've been doing through the years, Alex. Well,
Michael, kudos to you. For some of my audience that may not know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself, your awakening, and then let's, strike a chord in the present with what the global banking structure is doing, your point of view, your perspective on what's happening there, and then let's get into what makes the New World Order tick and what their end game is, Michael.
Right, thanks. My research has started pretty much in Ireland, and about 13 years of age, I started to realize, two things. One is that we're being told nothing but a tissue of lies from the official orthodox, fundamentalistic sort of educational system. It just doesn't fit the facts. Growing up in Belfast at that time was very difficult because there was a lot of violence and trouble. But basically, I started to see through that and check out the orange parades that happened in July, and seeing a lot of the symbolism that was being used there. Well, one thing led to another. Through the study of this symbolism that's being used by the Orange Order, I suddenly started to research the history of the Orange Order, discovered that it's not so much a political, organization as it is a fraternal brotherhood. And then I subsequently later, a few years later, started discovering that this is the same story with the IRA, particularly the provisional IRA, and then we have the official IRA. And then I started to notice, by tracking through all the different symbolism and then going through the research works and the reference works, that basically what we're dealing here is a one-party system. I mean, this is in the early days, so I didn't have the whole globalist picture here. But just from my own researches in the microcosm of Ireland.